Alright guys, welcome to Beta 1.0. This is the monthly budget spreadsheet, and you guys are my beta testers, so I really appreciate you guys taking this month to try this out, see if it works for you, and help me find any glitches so we can get it taken care of. Welcome to the team. Alright, first things first, this is a tutorial. And I will be shooting a tutorial for the people who purchase this, so if there's anything I leave out, if you could let me know, I'd appreciate it. We've got this tutorial row, comments pop up. You'll be able to take a look through this. As you get over here further to the right, you just simply need to scroll over so that you can see it better. I'll let you guys do that on your own time. Alright, you'll see here it says January. It is not January, so let's change that over here in M3. Go ahead and put in August. It updates there and a couple other places throughout this worksheet. Anything that can be edited, you can click on. If you try clicking on something that can't be edited, it won't let you. So here, the name of my church is Life Fellowship. So we're just going to change that. Alright, I've tried to make this as universal as possible. I'm also going to change the salary one here to be my first August paycheck. And then let's see, what else do we need to change? I'm going to run you through a small budget here. As you can see, it's green at the moment. That means it's zero-based budget. So that means we have balanced to zero because everything is at zero. So as we enter things, if we have more expenses than income, that will turn red. If we have more income than expenses, it will turn white. So you can change the name of any of these categories as well as any of these other categories down here. And I have these laid out kind of in priority. You've got your giving, your savings, your food, your housing, your utilities, transportation, clothing, medical insurance, personal, recreation, and finally debt. Hopefully you do not have that many debts. Alright, let's go ahead and enter some data in here and show you how this works. So this is a ledger-based budget. And you can see down here at the bottom, this blue tab is a ledger. And you can see here, this also updated to August, and you've got a whole nother row of tutorials. Alright, we need to enter our starting balance here in J3, and I suggest leaving at least a $100 cushion in your bank account at the end of each month to avoid overdrafts. Alright, and it's also a good thing to have your money for the month in before the month begins. So, July 30th. Going to get paid. So here I've got these drop down menus. First you need to select which category. So this is income, and then you can see we changed salary 1 to first August paycheck. That updated, and I get direct deposits. And then some of this other stuff is optional, helps you sort later. It was written to me. I would put it was my first check, except that's what I went ahead and put over here, so I've already got my description. And I'm pretending I'm a single guy, was not going to make much here on this one, so I'm the only one doing this budget, so I don't need to put initials. But if you've got a spouse working on this, it could be a good thing to put your initials for which person purchased. Alright, so we're going to put down that I made $815 in 2 weeks. So you can see that adjusted our current balance to $915, and we're no longer green up here. So we come over here to the monthly budget, and now you can see we've got that, and our tithe is already pre-calculated for us. You can select a percentage of tithe here, and it will automatically update and round up to the nearest dollar. You can see this comment here tells you that. When you see that red arrow in the up right hand corner, that means there's a comment there. So I'm going to change that back to 10%. Alright, here, transaction type. I'm going to go ahead and put that I'm going to write a check for that. And because it hasn't cleared the bank yet, I'm going to highlight it yellow. When it clears the bank, I'll put it back. Alright. So, we need to figure out how we're going to spend this money. Alright. Let's see here. Being a single guy in this tutorial, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to spend some money on some groceries. I don't have a house, so we're going to rent. And let's see, I've got $350 in rent. Let's see, I've got a car, so I need to pay some car insurance. Except it comes out every 6 months, and so I'm going to move it to savings so that when my 6-month payment comes up, I have it. And then I need some fuel money. See, that's a good start there. Alright, now my fuel, I'm going to do in cash. I know that's a little unconventional. And you can see here this highlights green to the right. So I've got $80, and you'll notice here I've got denominations. I need to, because this is highly based on cash, we get to tell it which denominations we want. So I want it in 20s, and so that's going to take 4 20s. You can see here our total is $80, which matches this $80, and therefore this turned green, telling me that. Cool little feature. And then that we'll get into what that does here in a little bit. Alright, so other cash accounts. Groceries. Let's do that in cash. And here we've got a bit of an odd number here, so let's see. I'm going to go ahead and get 2 50s. You see I'm up to $100. And then we'll add a 20, a 10, and a 5. Alright, now we're green. Okay, now let's see what else do we have. We've got... Alright, let's get this balance, this budget balanced. Alright, so you'll see here we have $815 incoming. So far we haven't spent any of it. We've just budgeted for it, but we've only budgeted $717, which leaves us $98. Now, if I'm doing my baby steps and I'm out of debt, you see here I don't have any debts listed, we're going to go ahead and work on our emergency fund. So I'm going to put that $98 here, and now I have got a balanced budget. Alright, so that I also want to transfer to savings. You can see that turns orange when I do that. Alright, so if we come over here to cash and savings transfer, here this top portion you could print out and either fold this paper or cut it. And this is what you can give to your cashier. And this is today's date. You cannot edit any of this. This is pre-generated. And you've got your number of bills and your totals. And this really helps explain to the teller what you want in your cash so that you could then divide it up into your envelopes. And here you can also see we've got 2 budget line items that total $168 to go into savings. And that's our car insurance and our emergency fund money. Alright, so now we need to tell the budget that we did that. So we come over here to the ledger. And let's see, we on Sunday, the 3rd, we are going to do some giving to Life Fellowship. I'm going to write a check. Again, I'm going to highlight that yellow until it clears the bank. And that's $82. Alright, I've got on the first here, I'm going to go ahead and pull some cash for my food. This may be easier if you print the budget once you get it figured out, and then you could just enter them here. But the beautiful thing about doing that is that when you use cash, you don't have to keep track of every single time you go to the grocery store. You enter it once or twice. Here I would pull cash again when I get my next check. So our next cash thing, which we want to add up to that that money we're getting, I believe it was fuel. Alright, I am running out of time here. Alright, so here we had $80. Okay, so we're going to go back to the monthly budget, and you can see we spent our money with Life Fellowship, and we did our groceries, so it's showing as spent. And I really appreciate you guys, and I will talk to you guys on the other side. Appreciate it.